Okay, so Michael O'Donovan is my name from Moore Park, and what I'm talking about today is, I suppose, the benefits of reseeding, and then more importantly the variety choice that you've put in place. So we're standing on a farm of Tim Crowley's here, who's the Young Grassland Farmer of the Year winner, and Tim is producing about 15.5 tonne of grass dry matter with about 10 grazings. So before anybody starts reseeding this year, I would be stressing to them that they need to start thinking about what they want from a variety. And here we have behind me is the Pasture Profit Index, which is a profit ranking index which ranks the varieties on their sub-indices, being seasonal dry matter production, quality, silage yield and persistency. And as a follow-on study from what we do in Moore Park and in Teagasc, we have some of these varieties on a monoculture study here on Tim's farm. So what we see is, in these varieties, they're all different, with different rankings, different sub-indices. Some varieties are more suited to silage cutting, and some varieties are more suited to grazing. Some of the varieties here that I have marked on farm are varieties that Tim has on farm, and the highest producing variety that Tim has is Abergain, which is producing about 17.2 tonne of dry matter with 10 grazings. The lowest producing variety that Tim has on the farm is Majestic, which is producing about 13.3 tonne with 8 grazings. And you can see here from the list behind me, the differential in PPI is about 88 up to about 198. So what I'm saying to people here today is, it's very, very important. If you want a grazing mixture or a grazing variety, you have to choose a variety on its seasonal yield and its grazing quality. These are the key characteristics for a grazing variety. Then if you want a silage variety, you're looking at its silage sub-indices and its persistency. So I suppose, when you go through the index, you have to look at the sub-indices to see, what those varieties, what traits are coming through from them within the entire index. Now, moving on to the whole area of reseeding, and okay, it's a tough time on farms. Pasture growth is, down below around 10 kilos a day, and it should be averaging about 25 for this day of the year. But one of the key things for Tim Crowley today, who's growing about 16 kilos of grass, and his first graze paddock is back having about 900 on it, which is a significant amount of pasture dry matter for this time of the year, this spring. Much of that is coming from the reseeded swards that he has on the farm, and here where the farm walk is today is on the most recently reseeded pastures. So what we're saying here on reseeding is, spring, the time of reseeding is, we think people should do this in spring. It's because it's more reliable to doing it in the autumn, because with a spring reseed you can get to graze it in and around eight times in that year. And the Aber-plentiful monoculture behind me has produced 11.1 tonne in the reseeded year of 2017. The animal production, we would say, is greater than the old pasture, which just clarifies what I said about plentiful, and you've more time to correct with post-emergent spray. And the final points then, the real take-home messages from reseeding is, seed bed preparation is the key thing here. You can use all the different methods that are there, and there's many different methods, but if you don't have a fine, firm seed bed, you're wasting your money and you're wasting your time. And I suppose that's probably the crucial thing for us. For us this year, milk price slightly down. People have to decide, are they going to reseed? And if they are, more than likely do it in spring, but in the next couple of weeks, start thinking about what varieties they want to use.